Mike, it's Dolph Lundgren.
How you doing, Dolph?
Good.
Good. It's awesome to talk to you. I'm a huge fan of yours.
Thanks, man.
But just a couple quick questions for you about Small Apartments. I really enjoyed the movie. I loved your role in the film. Obviously, it's a big change for you doing this sort of comedic kind of role compared to the action stuff you're usually in. Was it fun to get a chance to kind of break out of your kind of comfort zone?
Yeah, it was cool. It started kind of when I did the Expendables. I realized that, it's cool to play kind of an interesting character who doesn't have to be the lead of the picture. It's just more fun, and I think it's also cool for the audience. So, I've done a couple of those things, and Small Apartments really was the first that I did a couple of years ago. Actually, it was shot maybe about a year and a half ago.
Right. Is it something that how did you get involved with the film? Were you seeking it out, or did they come to you?
Well, I know Jonas very well, the director, because he's Swedish. He used to actually be married to my wife's cousin.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I know him that way. And he just came to me and asked me if I wanted to do it for fun. I said, sure.
Right.
So it was just, it was just kind of a different type of role and different type of movie. Yeah.
Great, and this is a role it's kind of a nice ensemble cast piece, not the type of thing that you're necessarily involved with, but you have sort of seen. It seems like a resurgence in your career in the past few years. It seems like we're seeing Dolph everywhere. How has that been for you?
Sorry about that. I realized that actually what happened was I moved to Europe about 12 years ago to Spain, and I brought up my kids. My ex-wife didn't like LA much, so I wasn't here a lot, and I moved back here in 2009. So. For the Expendables, and then I did those pictures, and then decided to, give it a shot and try a little harder and seek out things and do different type of things, and it's kind of paying off a little bit. So it was as simple as that.
That's cool. That's great. I'm glad to see it.
Thanks.
Now you do a lot of acting. Obviously, you also have done a lot of directing in the past few years. So, what's your sort of barometer? How do you choose your projects nowadays?
It varies. Anything I feel is interesting and something I can do that suits my schedule, and where at least I feel good about what I'm doing in the movie, then that's cool. So basically, I decided, like I said, after the Expendables, to try some different type of roles. So I did this Small Apartments. I did a bunch of other little things where I played kind of second lead or third lead, or where I kind of liked the script or liked the character, and it's not a long commitment, and that way I can do a few more things and try different things, So I did that. I decided to do a little reality show that I hosted called Race to the Scene. It started in June. It's just like a competition type of show.
Right.
I did that, and then I'm actually there's a TV series I'm doing called Rescue 3 that's starting in May. So that's different because that's almost the opposite. That's where you play kind of a character, over 20 episodes. You can develop something which, normally in a film, you got to kind of nail it straight away. So that should be interesting too. And it's not very violent. So, it's got action there. You're driving boats and choppers and stuff, saving people. But it's not, you're not going to blow them away or blow up the world and shit like that.
Right.
I've done a lot. So, just trying to do different things, basically. Just varying a lot.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to do. Because I didn't do that much for 10, 15 years. Kind of just played the same type of thing, and then we got boring.
Right. Sure. Well, I have a couple of what I like to do is what I call a lightning round, where I have like 5 really easy questions that are all kind of one-word answers. Are you game for that?
Yeah.
All right, great. So, are we ever going to see a Masters of the Universe sequel?
I don't know. Hopefully, I don't have to wear the diapers or whatever it was I wore.
Right. Are you doing Expendables 3?
I haven't seen the script yet, but I look forward to seeing it.
All right. Aside from yourself, who's the toughest guy on the Expendables sets?
I guess it would be Randy Couture, maybe.
Cool. That's surprising. What's harder, chemistry or acting?
I think they're both pretty damn tough, but I think acting is more, it's got more facets to it in one way, and you learn more about yourself.
Excellent. And who do you most often get mistaken for?
Nobody.
Oh, that's good. Do you most often get recognized as Ivan Drago?
Yeah, I guess so. that's the one that springs to people's minds because that's the first time people saw him in the movies. So you do Drago, if you do Rocky, or if you're Terminator, whatever it is.
Right.
At the time, that's kind of what people remember a lot. So yeah, I think that's the one. Except some of the younger kids will go for Expendables.
Sure.
Like they're under 20.
That makes sense. All right, cool. And finally, what's the next project we can look for that's going to be coming out next?
Coming out, well, I got a thing coming out called The Package that I just did. It's coming out. Small movie. I play kind of a weird guy who's dying of a blood disease. It's kind of comedic as well, actually. That's coming out, so check that out.
All right, that sounds good. Well, great. Well, Dolph, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, man. Appreciate it. Thanks.